Welcome to another episode of the Your Golf Travel podcast. I'm being joined today by two very special guests. Well, one of them a little bit more special than the other. Simon Holmes, welcome.
Great to be here, guys. Masters gets the buzz early, right?
That is exactly what we're going to be speaking about. And my colleague Dan, who's head of our tournaments and events team here at Your Golf Travel. Welcome, Dan.
Thanks, David.
Simon, you have been to the Masters probably more times than most, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, starting in 86.
86.
86. I was in college there. And I mean, if you remember the 86 Masters, it's the Nicholas Seve Masters, right? And
not bad one to start with.
Burning up the back nine, beautiful Sunday. I'd be a Seve fan on that day. So, you know, a painful loss, very painful loss. I'm not sure Seve ever really totally recovered from that.
Wow.
But the Nicholas machine, and you just saw, you know, that's one of the amazing things about golf, right? You saw Nicholas at his age, you saw Tiger at his age, the improbable comebacks, the amazing thing about golf, right?
Well, Jack won a few tournaments, didn't he? He knew how to get it done. So you can't blame Seve for perhaps not getting that one over the line.
But I mean, Jack had done nothing for a long time, right? And it just
is that the year with the yellow jumper,
yeah.
The putter lift,
the big putter that sort of looked like one of those old VHS tapes. It was massive. Do you remember that, on the end of a stick? And he just got it going on the back nine, and the crowd. That's what you're going to see if you go to Augusta. The noise in the trees of the crowd as they gasp and groan, you know, and they go through it. The crowd gives you that momentum if you're playing well, and it can deflate you if you're not.
I think that's one of the most special things about Augusta, isn't it? The crowd.
Ah,
No electronic devices allowed during the week.
Everyone's just plugged into the golf, aren't they? Everyone is just immersed fully.
Sole focus is on what's happening right in front of you, and that's rare nowadays. And I really think that plays into the Masters, Augusta National, this kind of
charm.
Yeah, the charm of it. You really go back to being that in-person young kid that loves golf again.
Yeah, I would say, you know, I mean, if you're going to go and you get into the Masters and you just see the scale, you come in, let's suppose you come in through the first, you go into sort of like a third down the first hole, and you come through that tented village area. The whole thing's unbelievably well organized, like it's just a machine, right?
Yeah.
And then you see those huge undulations, the big hill before the trap, all the way down to the second green, just the huge scale of it.
I think that's what hit me most the first time I went, was exactly that. The sheer scale, the immense beauty of the place. And I just remember I headed up to the left, past the first tee, and had a look down 10. And I thought I was at the top of a red run, getting ready to get my skis on and go. It was just...
The fact that you can't see where you're actually hitting it down 10 is something that always surprises me. You know, I've been fortunate enough to be sat behind that tee, watching them tee off, and they're just hitting it into the abyss. And they're just trusting what they're doing, but you just don't see it on the TV quite how downhill that one is.
No, I mean, I think it's, you know, the amazing thing about the Masters is that the 10th, as they set it out in the old days, was actually the first, right?
Okay.
And they had so many frost delays that they just always used to send people down what is now 1, which was the 10th. And it just became that way that they played it. I think there's something like nearly 1,000-foot vertical drop between the 10th tee and the 13th green.
Yeah.
It's a long way down, isn't it?
It does feel like a consistent walk downhill as you come around to Amen Corner. And I mean, for the guests that we've got going this year, that walk is special.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13.
But getting down there's amazing.
But that walk is hairs on the back of your neck.
Yeah.
Arms everywhere.
Well, I think it's amazing because it's a goal. Like if you think of I'm older, but when I was little, watching the Masters, you only ever saw the back nine.
Yeah.
They never filmed the front. And you've those pictures are in your mind. Like we've seen those holes if you love golf, you've seen those holes every single year for
So
however
many
old you are.
Yeah.
Right. And then you walk it and you go down. I like to go down the left of 10, right? You have to go down the right of 11. You have to go. You stay to the right until you get to 14. Then you can go. You can cut across the fairway.
Yeah, you're then sort of in the middle of the property.
But
then,
if you look at that, first of all, it's a garden. It's the most manicured place. I mean, the incredible beauty of, especially of all those flowers, and it's all about the trees, and it's all about the names of what the special thing is that's there. And then you're a part of the thing you've just been watching all your golfing life.
Yeah. You know the golf course before you've even been there.
Yeah. And you think, okay, you go down 10 and you think of the playoff victories that you've seen there.
Yeah.
Bubba.
Right?
Adam
Scott. And you think of Scott Hope's missed putt against Faldo. You think of the 3-putt of Seve when Larry Mize and Greg Norman went down 11. Seve was in that playoff, went up. He had to walk all the way up 10. Trudging is all the way up. The pain. The pain of the loss at Augusta. And I mean, you know, that was something where we probably felt like, if you're a Rory fan, he's not going to get this done.
Yeah.
Right?
It was a relief last year. It was relief. I remember feeling quite emotional.
It was to a degree,
yeah.
I do agree. It's getting that monkey off his back, but what a week it was.
Oh,
like, I don't think anyone would have minded too much who won that week when it was down to Rory and Justin Rose.
Oh no!
Like two of the game's darlings, aren't they?
I feel like Justin Rose is due one.
That two playoff losses.
Yeah.
The Justin Rose thing, though, because my thoughts about, I know it's only a year old. Normally you don't remember who was second. I think we'd remember always that Rose was second.
Yeah.
Because of how he behaved.
Oh, unbelievable.
Right.
Gentleman.
The way that he behaved, the way he suffered internally his own pain.
Yeah. But
and
externally,
he was happily to give Rory the stage.
Yeah.
It's incredibly generous.
Yeah.
Attitude. I think because of that, you'll always remember Rose's, like, if you're going to lose, if you're a sportsman, that's how you lose. You know, that is exactly how you lose.
Yeah.
You just take it. Like, I feel like Arnold Palmer was kind of probably the first guy who really, who really kind of, in golf at least, brought that into the competitive arena.
Yeah.
He always was a great ambassador for the game. It was like the winning and losing were just outcomes for him, and a byproduct. And he was always kind of took golf into that which is a great part of our game, the gentlemanly part of it, the respect of the game, the respect of the history of the game, respect of the place, respect of your opponent. Rose, for me, exactly replicated that.
Yeah, and I think also you saw a little snippet of why the European Ryder Cup's so special, and that team. So it wasn't just like Rose was incredible, but also Rose's wife. As McIlroy walked off the green, congratulating McIlroy, and her husband's just suffered an immense defeat. All of the European Ryder Cup players that were playing Augusta that week congratulated Rory, but also hung around to commiserate Rose.
Yeah.
And you just got that.
They are together
knit,
regardless of what's going on.
Yeah. I think it's amazing. And that's why the Ryder Cup team and the Ryder Cup is so special as well.
Well, I mean, it was interesting to see. So obviously, there's a players area. So as you come off 18, past the tree, and you go to the left scoring, there's an area there where the bar is, and that you could. And I was speaking to Lowry afterwards, and he couldn't watch. Right. So he was done waiting to see, because I mean, when we were, where were we? When we were on the Rory's third shot into 13, we're kind of thinking, he's playing with Bryson. We're thinking this is going to be an amazing next 5 holes. He's going to be able to just cruise this out, dunks it in the water.
Yeah.
Right.
When he really didn't need to.
It was a terrible shot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you know that green and you can see it, so when you're a spectator, you see it kind of down the hill, and the pin is it was 7 or 8 from the water on the right, wasn't it? Down that little slope, the typical Sunday pin. So you have to play it to the left, and it works back down there.
Yeah.
That's the shot.
Yeah.
Bryson was already up on the green. Rory's got 100 yards, whatever. and dunks it in the water. And you could see Bryson, like, looking at his caddy going, what has he just done there? And then 15, the shot.
That was outrageous.
It's almost like he's put himself under more pressure, but with that pressure comes an element of calmness and confidence that you can just pull off any shot. It's focused his mind to play the most incredible shot.
Yeah, that one on
I know
15
he wouldn't have wanted to, but
was unbelievable.
It is funny though, isn't it? Because if you think of, let's suppose you go into the two main players and you go Scheffler, McIlroy. Scheffler, it always seems to know how to play the risk. You know, he always seems to know. It's like if that's your fund manager, he always knows when to take the money off the table. Right?
Yeah.
He's amazing at that. Whereas Rory doesn't seem to have such a clear message to himself of how to just get it to the house and not make a mistake. Because I think that's not in his nature. He is, by his nature, the shot that he sees is the amazing shot,
Risk
which he
taker.
can see.
I think with Scheffler, he hits the shot that he needs to hit
Yes.
every single
all the time.
And it's always pin high, and it's never more than 25 feet away,
No.
regardless of how far away from the flag he is.
But he's always on the right side of the flag.
Yeah. He's just got that ability to be able to just hit the shot when he needs to.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, the only person that's been able to do that in the last 20 odd years is Tiger.
Tiger.
Tiger always hit the shot that he needed to hit.
Yeah.
Are we going to see Tiger this year?
The word is
Here we go.
Exclusive.
that Tiger is trying to get ready for the Masters. But, I mean, I remember speaking to Joey LaCava, who was his caddy, and he did not think Tiger was going to get up the hill on 18.
Oof.
Right? And if you remember, you know, his last performance ended in the middle of the 17th fairway.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get his body round. You know, that's going to be his hardest thing. So I don't think it's about how he plays or the shots that he hits. Can he walk that course? How many times would he have to walk it? I mean, if he made the cut, you have to play it 5.5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't imagine he's doing more than 2 lots of 9 holes in practice, are you?
Right.
Because he doesn't need to scope the golf course out.
He knows
Or he
the
could-
course.
Yeah. But I mean, it would be amazing. I mean, if Tiger plays, Rory defends, Scheffler's there, the greats are starting to come good, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's another super hot week. You know,
does
it
get
gets
a
you
bit
going,
exciting,
doesn't it?
Are,
But I mean,
are those three that on the modern day Mount Rushmore? Are those,
Oh yeah.
Are those 3 nailed on? They've got to be, haven't they?
Yes. I mean,
Who's number 4?
I like what Bryson's done for the game in recent years, but, you know, everyone has
two
their
majors.
own opinion.
Super
Yeah.
popular.
yeah, no, I think that Bryson has, you know, evolved into a perfect place in the game.
Well, he's gone from being a villain.
Yeah, but you know what? When he was a villain, he was only about 21.
Yeah,
I
he
think
wasn't
we've
that
got to.
villainous, was he?
I think we've got to kind of, you know, he had he was impatient with his own performance, which came across very, very visually. Like you could really see he was annoyed with himself. Not a bad thing, right?
I think people mistook confidence for arrogance. Maybe.
Those things are very close, though,
Of
aren't they?
course.
Like if you can forgive someone something if you're a fan of them, or you don't forgive them if you're not,
Exactly.
right? So
Yeah.
I personally think you can't. When a guy's 20, it's nice to see a 20-year-old behave like a 20-year-old. There's so many
Yeah.
golfers who are
Ian Poulter.
Morikawa.
Just, robots.
What about Ian Poulter? He was,
Yeah, same.
yeah, he was Marmite for a lot of people, wasn't he?
Till Hatton.
Right. So I wouldn't be. I don't think you can go. I watched him when he was 20. He's a bad guy. It's 10
Yeah.
years ago. I
Yeah.
think you've got to let the guy get past that.
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
fan,
yeah.
you've got to let yourself get.
I'm on the Bryson bus.
Yeah, me too. Me
That
too.
stops outside my house and I get on for
Yeah.
sure.
You know, and if you meet him, he's
Yeah.
charming.
Yeah.
He's got so much time for you, and his annoyance is only with himself. You know, he's got a level of expectation, and he doesn't hit that. He's frustrated.
Yeah.
And he is petulant, and it comes across, and it's very emotional. But that's who he is.
That's fine.
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think he's got a chance every time he pegs it up at Augusta.
Yeah, when we were watching him last year on the range, Dave, we were amazed by sort of like how much draw spin he had in the game. Do you remember those 9-irons? I mean, like so much right to left movement on those things. And I think sometimes, if you build your swing and your game around the driver, stands miles away from it, really high hands, everything's like kind of a front leg leaning guy, like front posted leg, and you're getting that kind of high right launch. It was almost like it became so driver biased, so draw biased, that when he was hitting those 9-irons and stuff, you could just tell he just couldn't control it. So I mean, remember
water left of 11 is just screaming at you,
right? And where was it? I think on the last day you've got Rory against Bryson. Rory doubles the first, hits it in the trap, which was an interesting one, because if you noticed that, like when we were standing there on Sunday, the tee was almost as far back as it could go, like eight back from the was on Saturday. And I don't know because so many guys dumped it in the bunker.
Just came into play a bit more.
Yeah, right. But then Bryson, okay, 1, 2, 3 on the fourth hole. You could just tell. I don't know what Bryson had. I mean, it's 246 from that tee to carry that right trap. Rory's 4-iron, amazing.
It's just a slither of green,
right? Amazing.
Yeah.
Bryson, 6-iron, big draw into the stands, and you just thought, okay,
It's not quite in control.
There's not one thing down the right that he can play at. So any right pin, he can't aim at it.
like Patrick Reed.
Yeah. So, the last year, absolutely a great Masters. If you were there and you were a Rory fan, I mean, it was crazy, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, okay, we're inside, and at some point we've got to try and get to Atlanta for our flight.
You did, yeah.
Right? And we're going,
you can't leave.
Can we 5 more minutes? 5 more minutes? 10 more minutes?
If the pilot's a golfer, he's going to hold it for you.
I was trying to figure out if I could go the next day, but I was with we had some guests there and we couldn't do it. No, it's magic. It's total magic. The experience of being at Augusta.
What did Jim say? Jim Nance? Like a tradition unlike any other?
Yeah. It is that. I mean, if you're in there and you see the efficiency and you see the way the entire organization is set to make sure the players have their best chance to get round and the fans have their best chance to view the players. Yeah. It's really luxury. You think about how fast the merchandise stand goes, right?
Well, we'll come on to that.
You think about how fast you get through food and beverage.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't miss much.
You miss nothing.
It's a very well-oiled machine, but I think it helps that because it's there every single year, they know exactly where all the queues are going to be. Yeah. They know where all the concession stands are going to be. It's not like when you go to the Open and like they've like it's Port Rush, for example. I know it's been there quite recently, but it's all temporary.
Yeah.
No one really knows where they're going. Whereas with the Masters, everyone knows exactly when you walk in, you know exactly where you're going all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Augusta National start planning for the next year, the day after the tournament finishes.
It's just the clock just starts again. They just reset and away we go.
Yeah, and it's the same for the players. I mean, I know that when Rory came off that amazing Ryder Cup, the next day, what's he getting ready for?
Well, that's the next big thing, isn't it?
It's like the Masters.
The playoffs are done. The Ryder Cup's done.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, is my game, is my equipment, is my game, is my strategy. Like, how many times can I play Augusta before next year just to go through it again?
Yeah. I was watching TGL the other day, actually, and he was talking about how he was at Augusta the day before.
Yeah.
So they dot it into their practice.
Yeah.
They dot it into their tournament schedule if they are allowed.
Yeah.
Did you see that he won yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
He won the pro member at Seminole with his dad.
Oh, did he?
With Jerry, yeah.
Nice.
Someplace that is.
Is that the fifth major?
It's
strength of field.
It's an unbelievable strength of field, and it's an unbelievable golf course. They have just redone the front nine at Seminole 1 year ago, last summer. It's incredible. It's just, I mean, like it's an old Donald Ross. It's on the sand. It's on the ocean. The wind plays a part. The greens are. I mean, it's the Augusta of this. It's Florida's Augusta. It's an unbelievable place.
Yeah, it looks epic. But the strength of field there would be better than most PGA Tour events.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
Yeah, who's who?
And the big win for Rory.
Yeah,
another one. No jacket though.
No jacket. What do they drink there? Transfusions, I think they're called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mind a transfusion, do you, Dave?
Yeah, I don't mind one of those. Yeah,
Anyway.
we partake sometimes. Now,
Refreshed.
you touched on the military precision of going through concessions, going through the merch stand. Now, obviously the golf course is my favourite place. The store is a close second.
Yes, I've seen your action in there.
Yeah, it's
Dollars have been spent.
it gets a bit out of hand. Is probably the best way that I can put it.
What I like is that when you go in, you have a discipline. This is what I'm doing. When you come out, 5 shopping bags later with tears coming down your arm and your credit card just sort of melting in the back.
Yeah, the card does take a hit. I'm not going to lie, but the store is one of the biggest experiences for the patrons. Now there's 2 of them. There's little ones out on the golf course as well, which I think is a great addition. If you forget something, if you've just done $5,000 but you've forgotten something, you can get it somewhere else.
You always forget something as well.
Yeah, always.
You've got 10 tops, head covers, towels. I forgot the coffee cup.
Yeah, exactly.
The gnome.
But do you know what, right?
The gnome.
The coffee cup.
We'll come on to that as well.
I use mine every single day.
Yeah. I've got a collection. In fact, we're doing a new kitchen. And I said to Kate at the weekend, how about our little quirkiness is that the coffee cups are all golf tournament focused.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're going to make them into like a little trophy cabinet in the,
but they're
in
so
the kitchen.
good.
Yeah.
As far as coffee mugs or tea mugs
Oh,
go.
fantastic. And they're
they're
what, $25?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Yeah. So fill your boots, people.
But the store, what more to my point was, because it's such an experience for people, like you're in the queue, you're chatting to other patrons, might be somebody from California, might be somebody from Spain, other people from the UK, and you're just chatting away and you're almost exchanging war stories about what you've already seen or what you're going to do, what spot are you going to, that kind of thing. And I just find that it's like a community. It's kind of like what I would imagine like queuing for Wimbledon or queuing for like the queue at Glastonbury, that kind of thing to get in. It's that community where people are just all in it together, having an amazing time. There's this anticipation of getting into the shop, but then getting out onto the golf course. I just find it's this one of the best places in the world.
I think it's the excitement, and you don't have people looking down at their devices.
Yeah.
You are excited.
If you're in a queue,
you want to talk to people.
If you're in a queue at an airport or something, you're just on your phone, aren't you? You're just doom scrolling. If you're in a queue anywhere, you're doom scrolling. But the only place you can't do that is Augusta National. And it's so good. I absolutely love it.
I think in golf, though, I mean, you're walking through an airport and you've got a golf hat on and another golfer will stop you.
Yeah.
And you'll have a chat and you could be best mates forever. You know,
It's like logo bingo. You're just looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I
but
know that logo. I know that one.
And I think there is that's another thing that's amazing about golf is the solidarity amongst all of us.
There's a community.
Yeah.
There's
a
Yeah, we're all
solidarity.
sickos. We're all absolute sickos.
Well, that's true. Either the game is mad or the people who play it are mad. But nevertheless, there's something which is a bond. And if you suffer on the golf course, you suffer with all of your other fellow sufferers.
Yeah.
And, the tour players are so generous with their time. It's incredible. But for us who are fans and a part of the game, I think we're very connected to the courses that are played.
Yeah.
The players who play it, all the news, everything that's consumed. You think of, if you're a tennis player, you're not going to get to play centre court at Wimbledon, right?
Only a few are.
Right?
Yeah.
But we can go and play all the links golf courses where the Opens are.
Yeah.
We have a picture on the bridge
Yeah.
at St Andrews on the 18th.
Yeah.
Where everyone who's ever been anything in the game has walked across. Arnold Palmer had his picture there on his last time. Nicholas Woods has walked. Rory, everyone. Bobby Jones walked across there.
Yeah.
And everybody.
No, it's true.
Right? So we walk their footsteps, all of us together. We're in the same. I think we're in the same vibe, our love of the game is the same, our love of the locations is the same, and the locations matter. That's part of our historical footprint.
Yeah. Yeah. Being able to go to and play those courses is it's quite unique, actually.
It's unique in the
sport.
UK for sure.
Yeah.
So obviously with the States, a lot of the big major courses that they play on, like your Augustas, your Oakmonts, Shinnecock, they're all very, very private. But obviously then you've got Pebble, Sawgrass, Torrey Pines,
Yeah.
Bay Hill.
But it's difficult to get there, but it's still possible to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
of
a
course,
way
of
to
course.
get there.
There's a
There's a
way.
pathway to get there.
The dream is alive.
That dream is alive. But in terms of the open, and you think of the rotation of the courses and the magic that you have seen on your screens, Turnberry, Watson and Nicholas, you can see all those shots.
Yeah.
That is an amazing place, Turnberry, I must admit.
Magical.
I was very
and
lucky to go
improved. Like,
play it.
how hard does it improve
Oh, it's
to
so
improve
good.
it?
Yeah.
And it's and now if you do go to Turnberry, the links experience, which is probably the most authentic experience, is delivered. It's just magical.
Yeah. Yeah. They do it very, very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
But I mean, in terms of as you go through Augusta, if you're like, we should probably sort of say, listen, if you've got a ticket and you're going in for a day,
Where are you putting your chair if you get one?
right?
Yeah, Joe, I was about to say, what are your favourite holes? What's your go to, that kind of thing?
I one of the things which struck me is I had been lucky to be there a lot, like both of you guys. And if I was advising someone to go who's going in for one day, I think the enormity of what's there is just too much to take in.
Yeah.
I would just go straight to the back nine, just walk down 10, follow all the holes
Yeah.
all the way up to 18, so you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See where Bubba hit from. You see where Faldo held the putts to win.
Take in amen
Right,
corner.
take in amen corner.
Yeah.
And then go back up 18 and go down 10 again. Right, and just focus on that 9. But follow one of your lead players is if they're in the competition or if they're in a practice round, and see the severity of the putts. Like, really watch how a guy will chip on 10 and he'll hit one and it'll go 25 feet past, he'll hit another one and it'll go off the green, and you just think, right? It's and if you think of where Faldo hit his amazing 2-iron shot on 13, but all of the things, where Spieth dunked it in the water, Freddie Couples got stuck on the bank. It's like,
they're the memorable holes,
Right.
aren't they? The back nine.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I think there's more jeopardy on the back nine for sure.
Not to do the front 9 or the first 9 any injustice, but like you mentioned at the beginning of the show, we know the back 9. It's what we've been brought up watching. So that's what you feel connected to.
Yeah.
And that is where the drama happens.
Yeah, and you think of it, the back 9, every hole, if you go left on 10, double. Look
Dead.
at Rory.
Yeah.
Right.
Same on 11.
11. Left on 11.
It's either OB or in the water.
How many times have we seen, right, the second shot catch someone?
Yeah.
12. Just that little tiny slither and the angle that goes across you.
Mm.
And as the guys are looking around, like wind.
From all angles.
Every angle.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Looking at the flag on 11, when's it change?
But it was Woods and Nicholas. Well, Nicholas originally, but they said just over that centre bunker.
Every time.
Every time.
And that's what Woods did that year that he won, didn't he? It was so obvious what he was going to do. And he was so obvious he was going to execute it after everything that was going on around him. Is it Finau and Molinari both hit it in the water?
Molinari shot.
Yeah, they both
the
hit
most
it
disciplined guy.
Yeah.
Following the tightest plan. 8-iron. Went for the pin. Hit a gust. Dumped it.
Catches the bank. See you later.
Not really competed again.
No.
No, you haven't
Not
really
really
seen him.
competed
No,
again.
he's massively suffered from that.
The unforgivable mistake. He hasn't forgiven himself for that.
Yeah. Left, actually, is not good around Augusta, is it?
No.
Ever.
No. right? 13 water.
Yeah.
Keeps going. 15 the tee shot.
Dead.
15,
Behind the tree.
Yeah.
15, 16. Can't play it. Or hook it on. Hook it on 17. You can't get on the green.
Yeah.
Hook it on 18.
Bushes.
Bunkers.
Right.
Bunkers.
So, I just think, you know, and if you watch the players and you talk to the players, I heard an interview with Faldo and Crenshaw at with Ben Cowandua, who runs Cabot, and they were just talking about all of the nuances. So what you don't know is each year Augusta changes 2 greens, right? Tom Fazio does the work there. Always just fiddling, always changing little plateaus for new pins. Give it a little twist all the time. There's always so much to learn, because if you think about it and you go around the golf course, it's really, you know, we talk about driving courses, second shot golf course. It's almost like a first putt golf course,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, they say it always turns into a putting comp, don't they? Whoever's putting best for the week tends to do pretty well.
Or you know, you think about Tiger's mantra. What does he try to do there? No 3 putts, no double bogeys.
Yeah.
That's the only those. He's got 2 goals,
Well, I think we could all learn from that,
right?
regardless of where we're playing. I could be chopping it around at home. If I don't have any 3 putts and no double bogeys, I'm going to score pretty well.
Yeah.
But what a simple message to
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
So don't compound an error with another error,
Don't get in your head.
right? And you have to putt. So I mean, you talk to Faldo and you go, like you talk about the 1996 Masters and his hunt down of Greg Norman, and the first thing which we were talking about was, I said to him, you know, you really should give Mickelson a bottle of champagne, and he looks at me like, the hell, Mickelson, 3 putts, the 54th hole.
Oh, and that pairs
Right.
them together then, doesn't it?
And it pairs Norman to
Okay.
Faldo, right? And I just felt like Norman was always uncomfortable in the presence of those cold blue killer eyes of Faldo.
He was also
and he just-
enormous.
Yeah, and he
He's a
is.
giant,
He's
yeah.
a unit, right? And he just hunted him down, and he only had 1 putt where he was above the hole, which is the 9th, which you kind of have to have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else, as he kind of navigated his way with Fanny on his side, who knew his game and knew his mind, you know, maybe better than Faldo. They were just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you know, Augusta is the frame where we put our heroes and we remember them forever. You're not forgetting Nicholas at the Masters. You're not forgetting Palmer at the Masters.
Yeah.
Player at the Masters. Woods.
Rory now.
Rory.
Watson.
Right? Rahm.
Yeah.
That's a stage where we put our heroes in
Yeah.
that box.
The only other major I think that comes close to the Masters is the Open. But
No
that
doubt.
maybe because we're European, we're from the UK,
No,
that you
I-
feel that connection. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. I think you think about the historical thread that matters, right? And I mean, Arnold Palmer, again, was probably the American pro who put the Open on the rotor. And he always used to tell, like, I remember being, like, coming out on the golf tour, training the guys in, like, 89 and stuff. You know, Freddie Couples and Davis Love, the two kind of, and Payne Stewart, the two kind of like 3 premium guys, really going about their business during a very hot period for the Europeans, right? Where we had like an amazing set of 10 amazing players. Arnold Palmer always said, you've got to go take your game on the road, never miss an Open, right? And then Freddie Couples and Davis gave that to the next lot of guys.
Yeah.
You know, Brooks came over to play the Challenge Tour. I
Yeah.
think we've a
That
lot
was sort
of
of the making of him, wasn't it?
yeah. I think there's a lot of game that you get from being able to have to work your ball around the different conditions that we have in Europe.
Yeah.
I think that makes you a more complete player.
It's all the different grasses as well, isn't it? It
Yeah.
might sound a bit daft because you're just hitting from it, but there's so much to that all the different grasses they play off.
Yeah, I think there's you know, you have kind of like your forensically cleansed, no wind, no not anything that where the golf course makes you change what you want to do, and then you've got the skill of calibration, right, which you need in an Open Championship, which you need around our European tour courses where you're going from different. So sometimes you're playing a resort course, other times Linksy. You've got a big variety there.
Yeah.
The power to be able to learn how to calibrate your game to slightly into the wind, slightly downhill. Okay, listen, here's the miss, here's this, here's that. I think that allows you to see more shots. It grows that part of your imagination faster than it would on the PGA Tour, which is maybe why, for a time period at least, you looked at the early 90s and we owned Augusta, Europeans. Europeans owned Augusta until Tiger.
Yeah.
And then he pretty much owned the world of golf.
For the next 10, 15, maybe
Amazing.
20 years.
Yeah.
He was a bit good, wasn't he? He
What
was
do we think
very,
about
very
next year?
good.
Or this year, sorry. What do we think about this year?
Well, my heart always says Tommy.
Okay.
My heart always says Tommy, but I feel that at the moment, obviously he's gone through a bit of a change with some sponsorship. And when you go into a major, this is how my brain works. Well, if I'm going into a major, I want to be as super calm and as settled as possible. So he's got his equipment manufacturer in TaylorMade, and he hasn't got any clothing. So set the scene for you. They arrive on Sunday to Augusta. Him and Finno go and register. And he goes, right, I need some golf balls and I need some gloves just for the week. Perfect. Finno, off he goes and gets a bag from the TaylorMade truck across Washington Road, totters over there, gets all his gear, comes back. They look at the weather forecast. Oh, looks like it's going to absolutely hose it down this week. He now hasn't got a Nike van to go, right, I need some waterproofs. I wonder if that just adds just like another layer of something that he has to think about, whereas before he hasn't had to think about.
Do you not think that they're so prepared?
But you say that.
I get it, yeah.
But they're so used to just turning up and having a wardrobe already laid out for them with Monday to Sunday.
They don't have to think.
They don't have to think.
Yeah.
And there'll be a waterproof suit at the end.
Yeah. You'd hope that in their preparation.
But look, at the Pebble Beach, he just raided the pro shop.
Did he really?
Yeah, he just wore a load of Pebble Beach branded gear.
I quite like that though. I've
Riv.
got time for that.
Tommy
I love it. I love
Tommy
it.
and Finno in the merch tent on Monday
Exactly.
morning.
Yeah.
Need a shirt for this. These
Couple of hats.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
at Riv, he was wearing a load of Jason Day's Malbon stuff.
Yeah. I can see Tommy rocking the kind of cowboy hat that they sell in the shop.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear-
The Augusta National Mark.
I think he'll be head to toe a member logo.
Quite possibly, yeah.
But does it just add an extra element of it's something else I've got to do?
Okay.
Because
Understood.
they're so well looked after, all these boys.
Yeah. Who else would be on the radar? A Rory to defend?
I'd love
would,
that.
I would love Justin Rose to win.
Yeah, I'd vote for that.
I think he's done so much for the game. Like you alluded to earlier, he's such a gentleman. He's an ambassador for the sport. Totally. He's won a major, so he will end his career.
That's a long time ago now.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
with that
2012.
on his CV, but I think he's come close twice. He's lost to European teammates in Garcia and Rory. And I hope for his sake that it's his time this year.
Yeah. And I mean, it matters because, if you think of the way that Augusta honors its past champions, it keeps them relevant,
Yeah.
right? More than anything else.
To a degree, for sure.
Right? It keeps them relevant. Watson, Nicholas, Langer, all those guys every year,
Couples.
Yeah.
right? All from and you're going all the way back.
Langer's done now, isn't he? He's played his last.
He's
think he did
done.
last
He
year, was his
missed.
last one.
I you know what? Do you see that on 15 last year, where he hit it like a third of the way up the green? He's fighting to make the cut, right?
He only missed by one, didn't he?
And he spins it back, just catches a gust, and spins it back into the water and misses by one. For me, Langer is another kind of like total pros pro. Like if you were to say, okay, how are you mentally supposed to play golf? Like he can end his career and say, hand on his heart, I never wasted a shot. Like that was the best I could have done from when I was 19 and getting started
That's impressive.
to now I'm 70
Yeah.
and I'm finishing. I'd never wasted one shot. Like that was the
Yeah.
best I could do over my whole career. No one else in the world could say that.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to win this year?
I would love to see Rory win. I would love to see Rory win because I think with that bounce in the step as he goes down 10, like someone's going to throw some stuff at Rory. Scheffler, Koepka, Rahm. There's going to be 4 or 5. Rose.
You think it's going to be like this year?
I do.
There's 4
Yeah.
or 5, maybe 6.
Like a real clash of the
Yeah,
titans.
That
at the
would
top.
be amazing.
Yeah,
We
and
haven't
I-
had one
really
No.
like
good.
that for a little while.
And then I just think with the firepower that Rory's got, right? And the way that he can now understand it. And he's got that horrific kind of like skeleton out of his closet with the
Yeah, that's
right
well and truly
with
gone
the
now.
I'll never win this. I'll never win this. I'll win everything in the whole of golf apart from the fact that I won't win the Masters. Done. That box is over.
Do you think the whole winners dinner, all of the
Oh,
additional
yeah,
things
forgot about
that they had, he's got
Yeah.
to do that this year? Do you think that helps him, or do you think that takes a little bit of?
I think there'll
focus
just be absolute excitement behind it all.
Yeah,
I think that helps him. I think that Rory is a guy, he doesn't need that kind of total calm, right? Rory likes some ripples on the pond because he can kind of move off those
yeah,
emotions, and he's a player who needs something to fight for. I'm 3 back, I'm going, right?
yeah,
Maybe not a great leader. Maybe not maybe like Tiger, an amazing leader, right?
Yeah, as soon as
But
he got ahead, it was done.
Different type of risk profile, right? Rory's a risk taker, more of a gambler, right?
Yeah.
Mickelson, more of a gambler,
yeah,
right? Arnold Palmer, more of a gambler. Nicholas, not a gambler. Woods, Faldo, not a gambler.
Yeah.
Woods, Scheffler, right? Almost 2 different styles
Very
of play,
different,
right?
yeah.
Different way of seeing the game, different way of managing the risk. But I'd love to see a really good shootout. Like we
Yeah.
kind of thought Bryson and Rory going down at
Yeah.
first was going to be great,
Yeah, it just
especially when
fizzled out, didn't it?
Bryson fizzled out.
Yeah.
Right, didn't hit any scoring shots. But then Rose came and just put an amazing round
Yeah.
Yeah,
together.
his second 9 was a joke,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I really want Rory to go to that champions dinner and as they're leaving, almost say to him, right, same again next year.
Yeah.
Keep that menu, same again.
Yeah.
confidence, not arrogance.
But I think Rory's also going to be able to benefit from not having to use the players' driving range because now he can go round the corner and use the champions' driving range. So if he wants to keep himself away,
He
keep
can.
himself calm, he doesn't have to go and stand on that range with, everyone. He can go and practice around the corner on the members' range.
Yeah.
And he's now got his spot in the champions locker room. Excuse
Yeah.
me. So I think he's going to be very different this year.
Yeah, much more relaxed.
I would love to see him bowl up and just blow him away. That
Yeah.
would be so good.
But there's nothing to fear now for him.
Yeah.
Right? Which is the way that holds him back. That's the anchor in the ground. He
He's
Oh, yeah.
embraced this one.
yeah,
can't
I think he
And-
can embrace this
Yeah.
one. And now he sees everything. The optics of what's happening are completely different for him. And now I think, I don't think Scheffler's going fantastic. I've got an informed Rory around a golf course that really suits him for company. Scheffler's not embracing that,
No.
right? And, Scheffler has had a weird season, like if you look at his
Thursdays have been ridiculous, haven't they?
right? Some big bad scores on there, and that can get in your head. And Augusta's hard. We've been there.
Yeah,
What was the year? 2007. Zach Johnson. It was like the end of the world. It was so rainy. It can be cold.
yeah, it's cold in the mornings.
That's a
Really
tip for
cold.
people to go in. Is a case of listen. There's a lot of range of forecast
Yeah.
that comes there. April in Augusta is wet.
Yeah,
What year was it
you're
super windy? Was that when,
That was last year.
No,
Was
it was the
no.
year before because some of the trees came down.
was
didn't they?
it the Scheffler year? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
there was.
You're right.
That was Rahm's year where the tree came down.
Okay. Yeah.
That was when it was like windy and rainy. But was it the year before last when it was super windy for the first couple of days? Like you can play yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how
you
good
got to
you are.
stay in.
If
Yeah.
you get a
And-
bad draw,
Yeah.
and you go super windy and then super windy, you
Yeah.
could be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially if you're standing on, if you're into the back 9, amen corner, and it's super windy. How do you play those
Just a
shots?
guess, isn't it?
It is. So, yeah, there's so many nuances to playing Augusta. The weather is definitely one, but I just think the way that it frames itself on TV, 100%. But Augusta is probably the only place where I would say the actual experience of being there is vastly superior than the experience than the being watching on TV.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think that that might not be true. That might not be true everywhere in golf, but there it's 100%.
Yeah, I think you've had a really good kind of shift in what you mentioned there. Tips for our customers that are heading over.
Yeah,
Because if you look every day and you see the weather forecast, it's going to be 20, 25 every day, I will just take shorts and a t-shirt.
I'm telling you now, it won't be that when you're getting up to get down there. It is cold.
It is cold in the mornings. So having a small rucksack, like drawstring kind of bag with maybe a very light top, some light trousers in,
Sun cream
is a key. Sun cream, sunglasses, because it does go from 6-7 degrees, maybe even lower than that.
Yeah,
it's like 10 o'clock where it starts to really heat up.
You're taking all your layers off, so that's a really, really good tip.
Tons of sunscreen.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Great shoes.
Very
it's a massive walk.
Comfortable shoes.
I actually wouldn't recommend people to wear golf shoes.
No, trainers.
Because obviously golf shoes are super comfy, but you're only really meant to be in them for 4.5, 5 hours.
Yeah.
Whereas you're going to be in them for probably 10.
Yeah.
I would go for the most comfortable pair of like running trainers that you've got, like a pair of Hokers,
with good grip. If it's wet, you want good grip on your shoes.
Well, I mean, just sitting here, we're ambassadors for On. So maybe On, you can sponsor the next podcast.
Yeah.
But something comfortable.
Yeah. And then, get used to it. You're not having your phone.
Yeah.
So just leave it in our hospitality area if you're coming with us.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute because we need to let people know what a fabulous experience they're in for.
So before we get to the hospitality then, I want a winner and an outside pick.
Okay.
I'll lead out, shall I?
Go.
I'm going to go Rory McIlroy, and my outside pick is Patrick Reed.
Oh, P's had a great start to the year and all, hasn't he? Was he 2 wins in a second? And the second was in a playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P has had a great start to the year, and he's a winner.
Yeah.
Chips and putts very, very well.
Yeah.
P's a great shout.
Okay. I think I'm going to rule with my heart over my head here. I'm going to go for Justin Rose as your outright winner. And my kind of outside pick, I don't really have the same kind of knowledge of the players as you guys do. But
anyone but Patrick Cantlay.
I don't think Patrick Cantlay.
Just anyone but him.
Yeah.
You can say any name in the world, just not Patrick Cantlay.
I don't know, maybe come back to me on that. I'll have a little think.
I'm going Tommy Ladd.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be head to toe in Pro Shop, and we're all going to love him for it. And my outsider is Ludwig.
Okay.
That's a good shout.
He's due a return in form.
Yeah.
He did well around there in his debut.
Yeah.
He's done well around there in the couple of years that he's played.
Yeah.
I'm going Ludwig. And I will hang my hat on Ludwig in every major this year. He's going to do well this year.
Interesting, we've all gone for European or UK or European
Patrick
Tour
Reed,
winners.
American.
Oh, no, sorry, Patrick Reed,
P is a DP World Tour stalwart now.
You know what?
Is Brooks Koepka playing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, my
yes. Or when was his?
He's full
Good question.
He's a
actually.
full DP member now, I think.
So Brooks would have the exemption. How long's that exemption last from US?
He gets 5 years, doesn't he?
So might have an interesting one. I think
If he's playing, I'll go as my outside pick.
I like that.
It's not really a massive outsider.
No,
actually,
but
will
a
he?
good player. Don't know. Have to
We'll
look at
check that.
Have to look at the stats.
When did he last win his US Open?
I don't know if they're
Before
5 or
Liv.
10 years. So if it's 5 years, then he would not get.
I thought that if you won the US Open, you get 5 years for everything.
Yeah.
Apart from the US Open, which you get 10.
Yeah,
or is
maybe.
it life?
Yeah. We have to check that.
I think it might be
check.
10 actually. Yeah, we'll have to fact check that.
Yeah.
So who are you going for? Sorry, Brooks.
As my outsider. Yeah,
He
massive
might be really
outsider.
outside. He's not even playing. He's not even in the field.
You might be in Florida. That far outside.
That could be one of the worst outside picks I've ever heard in my life.
Good to have him back on the PGA Tour, though.
Definitely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Definitely.
Good to have him back in coverage. Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have another outside pick of Jack Nicklaus. So in this little part, I think it would be silly of us not to talk about what to expect as a patron of Your Golf Travel and Premier Golf. And this is where I actually start getting quite excited, because you then start to think about like what you've done in the past whilst you've been on the ground and what you've seen, what you want to do. So I'm going to kick us off with I'm going to go 3 tips. You don't have to do 3. I'm going to go with 3. So my tip number 1 is get your shopping done and out the way and use the check stand. Now, for those of you that don't know, when you come into Augusta, you sweep down, if you come in the North Gate, that is, you sweep down past the driving range on your left. That's where the excitement really starts to build. You see the players practicing and you sort of sweep round to the right and you're met by this colossal golf store. I would always say get it done and out the way early doors so then you can enjoy your rest of your day. But the beauty of Augusta is you can check your bags and then you can go off and enjoy your day at Augusta and not have to carry 25 bags of shopping around. So tip number 1, get your shopping done and drop it in the check stand. Vitally important for me. Tip number 2, get down to Amen Corner. Now, Amen Corner for me has everything that you need. You've got 11 green, the hole of 12, and the 13 tee. You get to see him hit all the shots there. But where there is a little grandstand, it's quite well sloped as well. There's quite a pitch in the ground. So even if you're standing or if you've got a chair, you're going to get a good view. But behind there, you've got a concession stand, water fountain, toilets. It's like everything you need to pitch up for 2 or 3 hours. So tip number 2, Amen Corner. And now tip number 3, this might sound a bit odd, but when you come in through the north entrance and you step foot onto the golf course, the first bit you see is the first, right by the big iconic scoreboard. If you go over 1 and over 9, you're then in like this pasture, if you like.
A bowl.
Yeah, it's just like a nothing area. It's like a park.
It used to be the old driving range, the warm-up range.
Yeah, it did, yeah. I saw a video about that the other day. It's quite interesting. And if you head straight down there, you're at the second green, 3rd tee, 8th tee. You're almost like in the heart of the golf course. So what I would say is, once you've done your shopping, get straight down into the middle of the golf course and then just kind of figure out where you want to go from there. Because from there, it's not a lot of distance to get to all the different parts of the course. And that's my 3 tips.
All of that is good. I think from being on the golf course, the driving range is an amazing place to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Seeing the studios as well is quite cool.
Right? The media stuff, the way that the players are looking.
It's the old parking lot, isn't it? The new tournament driving range is the old parking lot.
Yeah, yeah. So I would go, like, obviously as a golf coach, but like you can see 20 guys hitting balls for all the time. You see so many shots, see what they're trying to do, see how they're working the ball, all the little shapes, high, low, left, right, all their drop downs. Then there's an incredible short game area there as well. So they'll spend hours in there just trying to figure out like what's the right bounce for the bunkers. The sand there very different. Bunkers are deeper. So that would be a place I would definitely check that out. Look, just watch how they putt. You can stand like 2 feet from them there. Then down onto then through, as you say, north side. I'm thinking through, take a left past the big tree, head to the 10th. And then you start going down, and that you think, okay, I'll walk it in an hour and a half, and you go 5 hours later, you're still stuck on 15, right? So don't give yourself too much stuff to do.
Yeah,
right.
That's especially important for anyone that's only going in once.
Yeah,
don't try and do it all.
No,
because the likelihood is that you'll come away having not done it all, but just enjoy it. If you're going in more than once,
use day one as like admin.
Yeah.
And that's how I describe it to people. Do all your admin. If you're going in on a practice day and a tournament day, do all your photos, see all the golf course, do all your shopping, get to the founders circle, all on that practice day, and then tournament day you are locked in.
Yeah. And then I would say, what is interesting is, obviously if you've got a star player that you love, go watch them play. Figure out it's very clear to see when everyone's teed off.
Yeah. Grab your tee sheet on the way in.
Yeah, tee sheet on the way in, and then out you go, and then watching the flow and hearing the sounds of the back nine on tournament day.
The roars just come down the tree lines.
Hone in, take it in.
Yeah, just take it in.
It is one for the senses, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
big time. I mean, you're in the heartbeat of golf that week. There's no other place. Every single pro golfer who's not there wants to be there, right? The pro golfers who are there know that if they have a great week and they win, they are forever etched into the history of the game as a Masters champion.
Tingly, doesn't it?
Right?
Got away with words, hasn't he?
If you've done it before, to do it again, incredible. How many people have done that?
Not many.
If you've never done it and you do it, no better experience in the game.
Absolutely. How do I compare my tips to those then? Okay, I'm going to go quite...
There's a reason why I went first.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they've all been taken. No. Right, so a couple of tips. I'm going to go for two. There are two entrances to Augusta National. There's the north entrance and there's the south entrance. When we drop you off in the morning, you will be closer to the north entrance, but we will show you the way to the south entrance. And that brings you in. There is a shop there as well, often not as busy as the shop at the north entrance, but sells 98% of the same products. So that's quite a nice place to go and have a little shop, maybe out of the furore of the north entrance. Check your bag there. But it also brings you in at 16.
Yeah, I think that's a real selling point, isn't it? For that south entrance, your 15, 16 is business end.
And you get a view of the 16th that you're not used to, because the view that you get on telly is behind the tee to the green, and you come in to this vista of the 16th laid out in front of you in almost like a landscape way that you may not have seen before.
With the turtles around the banks.
With the turtles around the banks. But you also see the grandstands that line 15, and you see the tee of 14, and you can kind of out the corner of your eye see the green of 13. And I just think that's a really great place to enter the golf course, especially if you've been in once already. And then that kind of links nicely with my second tip is that there's two angles to this. I think if I was only going in once, I wouldn't purchase a chair. I would take in the grounds, try and, like we've said, walk it with one of your favourite players playing, try and take in different aspects of the course.
But with the chairs, you can sit in someone else's chair as long as it's vacant. So you don't necessarily need one.
Exactly. The unwritten rule of Augusta National, the gentlemanly conduct. If the chair is free, go and sit in it until the owner of that chair comes back, taps you on the shoulder and says, "Do you mind if I have my seat back?" So you can use other people's. If I were going in more than once, then maybe I would purchase a chair, and maybe my south entrance entry would lead me right to 16, where there's a lot of action.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a high chance of a hole-in-one. We've seen lots over the years. If you're there on a practice day, the pros skimming it across the water.
Who holed on last year when they skimmed it? Was it Morikawa? Oh, was it Rahm?
Yeah.
They're my two tips. I think if I was going in for 2 days, I'd get a chair and I'd go in the south entrance and I'd maybe plonk it down somewhere around the green, because at some point in the day, I might want to rest my legs. That is a brilliant spot.
Yeah, that is a good spot. And there's going to be some drama.
Yeah.
No matter what time of day it is.
Yeah.
If there's golf coming through there, there's potential for a bit of drama.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. God, it does get you thinking, doesn't it? We've all been very, very lucky to walk the hallowed turf, and when you sort of reminisce about it,
Yeah.
it does make you feel.
And buy a peach ice cream sandwich
Oh, those things are a joke.
because they are so
All the
good.
food's a joke.
It is, but they're so big and they're so unnecessarily indulgent.
I've never finished one. I've never finished one.
But they're brilliant.
Yeah, they're
And
so
on a hot
good.
day, it will help.
Hits the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food is good, isn't it? I do like the barbecue sandwich.
Yeah.
The little cookies.
Yeah.
I think it's the greatest show on grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I
then
ca-
once you've
I can't disagree.
had your egg sandwich or your pimento cheese sandwich, and even before you get your day started at Augusta National, you're going to come and see us
See us,
at
yeah.
our off-site hospitality enterprise meal. If you've traveled down from Colombia, it's an early start around 4:30 in the morning because we want to get you there for the whole day, give you the best chance of getting in as those gates open.
Every minute you can be there, we want you to be there.
Exactly. And that comes about 6:30 in the morning. We're going to have a hot breakfast ready for you, tea, coffee, all of this before you've even got to Augusta National.
No, I got to say the clubhouse experience I think also the fact that the staff are always the same staff each year. They kind of like,
Yeah,
it's
they now know
amazing.
us, we know them, they know what
Super
we
safe
need.
pair of hands.
Yeah.
The you can have a massive breakfast, you can have a fruit breakfast, you can have whatever kind of it's all your options, but it's such a chilled vibe.
Yeah.
Right. And especially after you've come back,
Yeah.
that decompression time.
Yeah.
All the screens are showing the golf.
Yeah. I've been there. I saw
Right.
that hole.
I was
Yeah,
there.
watched that
when you're
shot.
seeing the highlights, yeah.
Yeah.
When
I was there.
that's one
That's
thing.
where I was sitting, right?
I
That's my
noticed
most
that last
exciting
year
part
when
of
you
the
would just
day.
hear part of a conversation. Like, oh yeah, I was there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
And then they sit and talk to you.
Yeah.
And we go round and we're talking to all the clients. Mate, it's great.
Yeah.
And the enthusiasm and buzz
Yeah.
that our guys have as they come in and out. You do have a feeling that you're a magic maker in a
Yeah.
bit. Like it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the part I love most about this job.
Yeah.
Is talking to people after their first experience.
Yeah.
Whether it be the Masters, whether it be the Open, the Ryder Cup, it can be any of them. I mean, Augusta National special.
yeah.
And talking to people as they come back and they've just fulfilled one of their
Just
dreams.
beaming. Just
Yeah.
absolutely beaming.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the adventures where you say, should I, shouldn't I? You should,
Yeah.
right?
Always.
Yeah,
Say yes.
They come back with their chair over their
Yeah,
arm,
but
their
who
brand new
comes back and
Masters
says,
hat
"Oh, it
on.
wasn't as good as I thought."
Yeah.
Out.
I've never heard
Never heard it.
Never heard
Never heard it.
Never heard that.
Yeah, no, I didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
And we've got the golf simulator outside.
Yeah,
The guys will be getting people involved in competitions,
Yeah.
daily competitions.
yeah,
The food, I know we're speaking about our own hospitality here, but the food in the evenings is excellent.
yeah,
Free bar,
yeah.
so you can have a few beers, have a few soft drinks, whatever
Spirits,
you please.
cocktails, everything. Those transfusions.
Even if you feel obliged, take yourself outside and have a nice cigar,
Yeah,
glass of red wine.
yeah. That's happened before.
Sit out on the little rocking chair and take it all in.
They're very southern, aren't they? The old rocking chairs.
No,
I
but
love them.
I think you do need to just sit with yourself. You see people with their eyes closed, just going through, like imprinting
Yeah.
those images forever in their minds.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When you first walk out onto the first, or when you stand in a main corner and you see it, you are there.
Yeah.
I speak to so many people over the phone about these kind of trips, and whether they've booked or not, we always have a good conversation about it. And one of the things that I always say is, it's actually quite overwhelming.
Yeah.
That first time you go in
Oh no!
it is actually quite overwhelming,
Yeah.
because you've got this anticipation of something that you've seen for so many years on the TV. Like we said earlier, everyone knows all the holes.
Yeah.
I don't think you could probably speak to a golfer that watches the Masters and you go, well, what's the fourth? They'd be able to tell you straight away, bang, par 3.
Yeah.
So they then ended up going into the golf and are just overwhelmed by all of their memories and all of their, like, as a kid watching it. Like, I started playing golf quite late, so I don't really have any memories as a kid watching golf. But as a teenager, I've got memories of Mark O'Meara winning the Masters,
Yeah.
and obviously Tiger. So
Yeah.
I have all of those memories sort of flooding back as you're walking down past the driving range and before you see the golf course, and it is so overwhelming.
Yeah. There aren't many things in life that you want to do and that you dream about doing that then exceed your expectations.
Exactly.
Yeah,
On
for
the
sure.
first time that you do it.
Oh god,
There
yeah.
are lots of things that do, but they're in the minority.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that this is one of those
Yeah.
things.
It was the best day of my life.
You can hype it up, you can get excited about it. You walk in those white gates and your expectations are exceeded.
No one,
Yeah.
no one who's been watching it on TV can believe the undulations.
No, that's right.
There's no way. There's no way.
The condition as well.
Yeah.
The one that always surprises me actually is when you stand at the bottom of 8.
Yeah.
It's a mountain,
Yeah.
and they're just going, driver and a 5-wood or something,
Yeah.
straight on the green. Cheers. It is
Yeah,
wild.
it's
Do you remember
magic.
when we saw Bryson
Oh, God.
hit one up 8, and
They were waiting for the path to clear.
like, yeah. So do you know where the path is?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would say it's about a third of the way, maybe a bit further than that, past the bunker.
Yeah, yeah. 3,
Everyone
4,
else
And-
was hitting whilst people were still crossing.
The reason why the path is there is because no one hits it there.
Yeah.
No one lays it up there. Even out the bunker, you're blowing it past it. Bryson's hit this tee shot and it's just gone off like an absolute rocket. And it's just in the air forever. And then you see it land and roll up, and it's rolled up past the where the crossing is.
Yeah.
And the guys on the tee, they have the caddies on the tee, don't they? He's like, I've never seen that. There's never ever been a ball up there.
No, but
It was wild.
Yeah, you make magic, and because it's so easy to reference what you've done versus what the field has done at Augusta, because we know it so well.
Yeah.
You can see those exceptional shots, and you understand. Bubba Watson, how did he hit that shot?
Yeah. Or only a left-handed golfer can hit that shot.
Yeah, that 100%.
Yeah.
No.
A right-handed golfer is shanking that.
Yeah. No, we just can't. You can't get it to slice as much as you can get.
Not
it
with
to
that
hook.
loft either.
Yeah.
No, amazing.
But you're saying there about like the shots that you've seen, and when you're walking around, one that really resonates with me is when Bryson hit that one down 13 that was like almost onto the 14th fairway, past the trees.
Yeah.
Like,
And
how?
He's got that signpost over his shoulder, wandering about the place. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I love Bryson.
So what about our guys that are playing golf whilst they're out there? There's some fantastic golf courses in and around.
Yeah, there are.
Up in Colombia.
We've got some good golf up in Colombia. We've got some good golf in between, and
Yeah.
then we've got some really good golf in Augusta as well. We've kind of got it all covered. And for the guys that are coming on the golf day on Friday, Cobblestone Park Country Club, you can have a great day. It's a big field. If you win that, it's a big field.
Yeah, just a little bit of insight is we have taken over the golf course
Full
for the
shotgun
first time
start.
in the US.
It's
Full
how, it's
shotgun.
how we roll.
It's
Full-
actually going
yeah.
to be your Golf Travel's biggest golf day, I think.
Yeah, full shotgun start. Cobblestone Park Golf Club, your Golf Travel clients, taking over. Your good self there to
I'm there.
provide
I'm there.
provide some tips and hints before the groups go off. Some great prizes. That's an exciting day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think
It
that'll
is
be
funny
good.
though. I think it. When you come for the week, right? And and let's suppose you get in 1 or 2 times. Amazing. It prompts you to go out and get your clubs.
You want to.
That's what's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, for sure.
Is how many people will then say, I was watching them do bunker shots, and then they go off and practice it.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about golf. We go and watch a Premiership football game.
Yeah.
We're not thinking about how we play.
I'm
We're-
not going to practice corners.
You're not comparing.
No.
Yeah.
But, you hear guys talking about, a putting thing, a chipping thing,
Yeah.
a pitching thing. How's he done it? We look for tips from those players.
Yeah.
Amazing. And, when you are able to have that day, the relaxed day, your body will be tired having been a day at
Yeah.
Augusta.
It's a hard
yeah,
walk.
It's a tough old walk.
Yeah.
And it's emotional.
Yeah. You
Right?
feel tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
You come home, you've got a golf day, the River Club, amazing, just 5 minutes down the road,
Oh,
have
yeah,
a little tea
lovely,
time in the afternoon with 4-ball, would go out there, come and hit some balls.
Yeah.
And then our golf events where now that it's all about your game,
Yeah.
right?
The
It's a
focus
great blend.
switches.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
focus switches. And the enthusiasm of our clients to get out there and have a game.
Well, the competitive nature is really like brought to the fore, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've seen these guys at Augusta. You're itching to compete.
Yeah.
You're itching to get out there and play.
Yeah. No, it's a
gonna be
great blend. If you're a golf fan, it's not a better week.
Best trip.
It's the best trip.
Yeah.
We all know that the Masters is like the kick-off of the golf season. Everyone has been waiting for it. I know I definitely have.
Yeah.
My golf course has been shut loads since the 1st of Jan, and it's now like the golf season is looming.
It's kind of on the cusp right now, isn't it? With the Arnold Palmer coming up, the players, it's all heading towards one place.
Everything leads to Augusta, but also it means that the weather's getting better.
Longer days. All of our Your Golf travellers are now looking forward to their trips for the rest of the year, and you know the short stay side in the UK is something that is massive for us. And it's now time to really kick on the golf season and get back into golf. Simon, you've taught so many people in the past. Do you have anything for our listeners that's going to help them transition from going from your winter golf, where it's a bit of a slog, bit of just survival, over.
just keeping alive, to then getting fresh and ready for the new season, the handicap to come down, get their name on a board in the clubhouse? What are we going to do to make this happen?
I think November through to middle of March, it's wet here, isn't it? I mean, it's like if your course is open, it's done well.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty bad. And if you have had a few games where you've been on the range, for me, that's just kind of just keeping the engine running.
Yeah.
Right. And I think what happens is when you come out into the season, let's suppose that is April 1 or whatever it's going to be, and you start to work on your game, you've been percolating thoughts, watching video tips, having lessons, so much stuff in your mind. I would just say, okay, listen, take like maybe 1 or 2 areas of the game. Let's suppose it's tee shots. It's such a crucial part of the game. Like get the driver going, get the 3-wood going as kind of the backup driver, like to put a ball in play. That's a crucial part of the game. So I'd spend as much time as you can on that. And then scoring irons, just go for, let's suppose you go for like whatever you hit 140. If that's an 8 or a 7, 140, 130, 120, 110 and in. And really start to figure out like what are your numbers, because they move around a little bit, right? Drop 3 balls down, take your Bushnell out, or take your rangefinder out, or if you've got a TrackMan range, and just like, what's the club I can easily hit 140, 130, 120?
Yeah.
And that's an amazingly important skill, because most of the mistakes are made, wrong club.
Yeah.
Come up short.
Trying to hit it too hard.
Right. Hit too hard. I'd really try to get that part organized. And then that's your kind of April program, middle of March, end of April. Once then we do get a drier surface, all your short game. 60 yards and in.
Right.
You can't really do 60 yards and in March. It's too soggy a surface. So don't have too many plans, but have a few plans, look at the golf course and see what you can do.
Yeah.
Those would be the simple tips, I think.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Nice. And are there any hot tips for UK venues?
I mean, it's amazing. So I would just say, it's like you need to know, and we can help you, when you should go to places,
Absolutely.
right? When should you go?
Yeah.
So you need to understand, like, when are the seasons? I would always try to add, if I like 1 or 2 of the off the beaten track courses to my portfolio where I've played. Maybe that's Trump Aberdeen. That's amazing. That whole coastline up there, incredible. Where you've got Mercer, Cruden Bay, Royal Aberdeen, and then the 2 Trump courses. That's a great trip. Don't have to spend much time in a bus. All around Nairn is amazing as well. Cabot Highlands, the 2 courses. There's a new course there at what was Castle Stewart, now Cabot Highlands. And then around London, if you're if you live around London,
great spot in there,
right? We've got this. It's one of the great golf cities. One of the great golf cities. in the world. And then I would just try to add like one of the open courses. If you haven't played Royal St George's, you haven't played Carnoustie, you haven't
get
played
down there,
try to get in there. That's a trip.
Yeah.
Birkdale,
Yeah.
Newly refurbished,
right?
or renovated even, rather than
That
refurbished.
doesn't just go for UK venues either, does it? That goes for Europe. That goes for rest of world.
If you
Anywhere.
can get a tour stop into your trip, ones you've seen on the TV. So if you're down in the Costa del Sol, Valderrama,
Yeah. That's what I mean. But also, where you alluded to, when should I go?
Yeah,
That's just come and talk to us.
yeah, because
And we will tell you.
I do.
you might want to go. You might want to go in June, but we know that maintenance happens. That kind of
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of ammo that we've got.
Yeah, it's more. There's a lot of details there which you're not going to have access to if you're just kind of sitting at home. Whereas we're catching feedback from the superintendents and the course managers all the time.
Yeah.
So we can guide you. I want to go here, but also when should I go?
Yeah.
Crucial part of those two things come together. They shouldn't be considered separately.
Yeah. Like if you're planning in April, May for your next golf trip and you've got a week but don't know where to spend it.
Yeah.
That's how we can really give our expertise and help you book the right place.
Yeah. No, and crucial because you go to a place and as you say, it's just done the greens. We know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So those are just sort of like smart advisories, I would say. And then having one or two things to look forward to on your golf calendar. Like if you're a golfer, you probably don't have that many other hobbies because golf is kind of like an all-consuming hobby, right? But having a game down in Comporta in Portugal on one of those magic courses, going to Lisbon, right? Playing Otoivas or something like that.
Do we feel like that's going to be the next
Comporta
big place?
Magic.
Yeah, south of Lisbon is just epic.
The Algarve's for a long time been synonymous with great golf courses in Portugal.
And it still will be.
Exactly. But this new breed of...
I think up in Lisbon, what you get is the quality of the golf course, the feeling that you're not just being sort of hounded round.
Yeah.
And
it's not a stampede of golf.
And it's just luxury. It's peaceful. It's amazing. Comporta is one of my favourite places in the world.
And Lisbon is such a beautiful city as well.
It's a fantastic capital city.
Yeah.
And then if you think about it, Troia, which is being redone by Arrow at the moment, but then you've got Torre, where we played, I think I won. Dunas, where we played, I think I won again. And Pinarino.
Pinarino is very good.
Right.
Pinarino is so good.
So good.
What I loved about Pinarino was the 2 nines are so different.
Yeah.
They're so different.
Yeah.
The front line's amazing.
Yeah,
in my opinion, that is as good as anything in Portugal. That
hidden
front line.
gems.
Yeah.
So try to have, check your time budget, check your budget, and then this is not like fortunes, right? It's just clever design.
Yeah.
Give yourself the right amount of time. That's going to save you money. Get yourself into the right places. That's going to make your experience even better. But have one or two of those things with 3 of your golf mates or your wife and your kids or whatever it's going to be. 2 couples, boom. And those are little things on a bad day. You can just park that and just say, I've got this coming up. It's only this many big sleeps till I go to this.
That's what I've got to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that. With like once I've booked one holiday and then I've come back from it, I'm already on the next one. If I haven't already booked it.
Yeah, same.
It's massive part of how I plan my year actually. It's
goes into the shared calendar and away you go.
It does.
But there's so many miserable days here. I mean, the weather, if you're a golfer in January, February, disaster.
Yeah, I didn't hit any balls outside in January.
It was mild. It's mild.
Yeah.
But it's so wet.
Yeah.
It's like that. I feel like that's a changing pattern.
It's the first year that I've fully appreciated the seasonal kind of element of feeling a little bit like,
Yeah. Oh, because it just didn't stop raining.
Yeah, no. I've never had that before, and it's. I think they call it sad, don't they?
Seasonal depression.
Yeah, and it's the first year where I've not had it.
No, but I think that's a totally real thing. Like there's
I've really
no
understood
light.
it this year.
It's cold, it's damp. Anyway, the Masters. It's going to be amazing.
It is. It's going to be incredible. It always is. If it's your first
That
time,
is true. It is
your
always
fifth
amazing.
time, your 10th time, it's going to be incredible. We're going to be there to make sure that you have the most brilliant experience. Everything will run like clockwork. Transfers, golf, hospitality, Augusta.
It's ace.
It's just a lot of ticks there.
There's
Tick,
nothing
tick
better.
and tick.
Yeah.
There's,
Nothing better.
if you're a golf fan, even if you're a sports fan,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
if
Actually,
you're a
that is
sports fan,
true.
you're gonna and golf's not your game, NFL's your game, soccer's your game, football's your game, whatever it is. You recognise the quality of, first of all, the hosts and how they set it up.
Yeah.
The players and how many times do you actually see the players respect the host and the host course that much? That much.
Yeah.
Not on PGA Tour.
No.
The players respect
Yeah.
the fact that they've been invited there.
Yeah.
And then the fans,
Yeah.
it's just the most amazing spectacle.
Yeah. Absolutely. Embrace it all. I mean, we've lost Hooters this year.
Yeah, we should probably spare a moment for
A
Hooters,
little,
in all fairness.
Moment for Hooters. John Daly parked up in his huge RV.
He's not going far, though, is he? He's just going
Across the road.
just across the road to Top Dog.
But it's still, even that, it's worth a visit. I think.
Yeah.
It's 2 minutes from the entrance. Go down, see John Daly signing
Yeah.
Anything.
anything.
He's just amazing.
It's
guy,
funny.
isn't he?
It's funny. We talk, but it's, again, that's a tradition unlike any other.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that on any other
No.
tournament week, does he? Anyway.
No, but you think of all of the guests who were there. You know, Thomas Bjorn we were with,
Yeah.
Darren Clark we were with, Krista Marco, all the names, they're all there.
Yeah.
They all come to town for that week, don't
Yeah.
Yeah.
they? It all means everything to everyone. I
Yeah.
think the Masters.
Yeah.
It's it's an amazing place. And on that bombshell, Simon, thank you so much for your time.
Amazing.
It's always
Thank
a
you, Simon.
pleasure. Dan, thanks for coming on.
Cheers,
and
guys. Good
thanks
chat.
everyone to listening to this latest episode of the podcast. Do make sure you like and subscribe.